Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Rewatch. I am Nick, and joining me as always is Nightfire Denier, Jared from Comics League.
Hell yeah, and I'm proud of it.
So this will be a solo episode. So we're covering episode 2, Sisters. And this is both episode 2 in broadcast and episode order.
Which was such a relief for me.
One more episode, and then we're done with those shenanigans. Trust me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so this is kind of a really interesting episode because it deals. It's a very Starfire. It's a Starfire-centric episode, but it also kind of pushes the Nightfire romance a little bit more and introduces Blackfire.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jared, how familiar were you with Blackfire before this episode?
I watched Titans. That's about my exposure to the character.
Okay. Obviously, I've read the Marvel Open George Perez comic. I kind of seen a lot of this before. How did you think of Blackfire when you saw this?
I like how she's like everything the other people like. It's like she likes dark poetry, so of course Raven would be into her.
Here's the thing, and I guess we'll just kind of jump into that portion. Mm-hmm. Like when she was introducing herself, you noticed she changed her, like the way she talked to the person, and the interest and stuff. She was trying to get on their good side, which
but I just thought it was really funny how like the level she went to like infiltrate the group, if you will.
Even stealing Starfire's clothes. At one point, wearing a wig that was similar to Starfire. Like at first, you think she's just trying to replace them, but then you realize it's a little more devious than that.
Yep, exactly. Then she's arrested by space cops.
It would have been great if it would have been like Green Lanterns or something. But
I know. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? This is still DC, even if it's not in the DCAU. It's still DC.
Yeah, the thing about Teen Titans is they don't really do much of outside of the Teen Titans bubble with the greater DC stuff. Like they kind of do, but they kind of don't.
Well, the other thing is that I don't think a Green Lantern has ever been on the Teen Titans.
No, there's never really been a younger version of a Green Lantern. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's
the closest you get is kind of Kyle. Like Kyle is
he was on the Titans,
youthful
though.
Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not on the Teen Titans. Because it's never really been like a teenage version of a Green Lantern. That's the problem.
They've tried that with Teen Lantern, but no one likes that character. So
I've never even heard of that. So
she's the one who hacked the Guardians technology to gain Green Lantern powers.
Wait. A teenager, not even boy or girl, just a teenager hacked the Guardians.
Yes. I wonder, let me see who created this character real quick, because I think I have an idea.
Don't go there, brother. Don't go there.
It's not Tim. Trust me, it's not Tim.
Peter
Brian Michael Bendis. I knew it.
That tracks.
That damage that man has done to DC is still being felt to this day. You see, it's stupid.
Is the character stupid? Yes. Then that's how you know Brian Michael Bendis made it.
You wonder why no one does anything with her.
Yeah. So yeah. Speaking of like the Titans interaction of Blackfire, did you notice like Blackfire's costume actually is very similar to what you saw in Titans?
Yeah, I did, and it's a little more similar to the one that even Starfire wore in Titans, in addition to Blackfire, which I was fine with. I like that more armored look, probably because I'm a child of the New 52, but I kind of liked how it looked very alien and such.
Well, the thing you got to realize is, and this kind of goes for like most of the show, is this show is actually really faithful to the comics, but they kind of put it through like its own kind of filter, but it is actually surprisingly faithful. I'm sending you a picture of Blackfire. on Twitter, so you can kind of check it
Do
out.
you want me to pull it up?
You can if you want to.
I'm waiting. Okay.
Also, yeah.
Oh,
George
wow.
Perez.
Oh, wow.
But can you see how like they are actually pretty accurate?
Yeah, they were. They actually nailed it. Actually, you know what? Here, I might as well just share it so the kind people at home watch it don't have to worry about Nick's old man words.
I hate you so much right
I'm
now.
sharing, so if you want to...
All right, so this is Blackfire. This looks like George Perez art, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can see like the lineage is there.
Yeah,
but
it's really cool. I like it.
The one criticism I had from the first episode was it seemed a bit rough around the edges. The first episode, like they're trying to introduce all the concepts. This is not a problem. This feels like the episode, like the show is now fully formed. It seems like they
know
have
what
a
they
better
want to
idea
do.
of what they want to do now.
Yeah, they have their plan.
Dude,
what?
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
No, I don't. So then,
no, we literally just said the same thing.
No, I know, but yeah, this definitely felt less rushed. Moment. Yes, this definitely felt much less rushed.
Yeah, and also like they're kind of more confidence in the writing. Like they kind of know more what they want to do. We were talking about this before we started recording, but you really like the art style of the show.
Yeah, I do. It's like as soon as and it hit me when Starfire and Blackfire are like flying through the sky and you see like all the drawn clouds and everything like that. And I was like, okay, this is actually really cool because it's unique. And I like when animated shows don't just copy paste, because they could have easily just done what the DCAU did, but they went with their own direction. And I understand they're in a completely different continuity and stuff, so I get that. But I definitely like the unique look that this works. And you know what's funny? And here's a throwback to Avatar Rewatch. The humor doesn't bother me in this because I'm more familiar with the IP, and it's like, yeah, the type of anime chibi humor works for the Teen Titans.
Yeah, because like you see a lot like anime type humor seep into shows, like Ruby kind of does it a little bit.
Yeah.
And they always feel a bit try-hardy, like hey, look, we're doing anime stuff, aren't we cool? This one, it just kind of slots in a lot more naturally, and it just works, honestly.
The one part where this deviates from the comics, the show so far, where it actually is good that it deviates, is that Beast Boy isn't as pervy as he is in the comics.
To be fair, that's only that iteration that does that.
I know, and I'm like, that's why when we were reading it for a Comics Watch, I was like, what?
You don't like Changeling?
First off, I hate the name Changeling. I like Beast Boy a lot more. That's such a horrible name.
See, this was when they were trying to like move on from like the sidekick names. Honestly, like I don't like Troya. I don't like it.
Yeah, although I also don't really like Donna Troy being her name. How about just Troy?
How about Wonder? I don't know. I have no clue. But I will say, Speedy to Arsenal, I do like that one.
Yeah, that's great. It's a unique identity. They gave them their own unique identity. This is what you do, DC.
Like Red Arrow kind of feels like he's in the Arrow shadow, but calling him Arsenal is kind of like a Nightwing-esque name that I like. It's his own thing.
Yeah, exactly. And on this, and I do remember vaguely one of the episodes that of this show that I watched like back in the day, back when I was younger, but still Nick was centuries older than me, was when Starfire goes into the future and meets Nightwing. And the thing about that works is that Nightwing, the name, is not in any way related to Batman. So again, to that point,
I mean, if anything, it's related to Superman.
Well, yeah, that's my point. But it's not like they could have gone Batman to Batboy or something like that. But they're like, no, give him his own unique thing.
I need to do a tangent right now.
Go ahead.
I frigging love that like the origin of the Nightwing
I
name is a
know.
story that Superman tells him of vigilantes on Krypton, of Nightwing and Flamebird. Like
And it's kind
that
of
is
funny
like my
too.
favorite part of the lore.
It's like technically they were the Batman and Robin of Krypton.
Like that probably made that name a lot more appealing to Dick Grayson.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. So
The
yeah,
other
even though
thing
this
is
was
like the other thing
Oh.
is like we also learn about Robin's cape being like a titanium polymer. I'm like, how is that cape that flexible if it's part of it is titanium?
science.
It's comic book stuff, so I guess just ignore that. It's comic book
Yeah, because
logic.
like honestly, even in the comics, like most capes are like a Kevlar weave. Or,
That's
or something.
realistic. That's realistic.
Can you imagine, even if it's a Kevlar weave, how heavy that cape would be?
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder Batman is shredded all the time.
No wonder all of them are shredded.
And Superman's like, y'all are wimps.
It's like Kryptonian DNA would help, I guess.
And Wonder Woman's like, hell yeah, it would.
I was wondering when that would come in.
I had to.
But yeah, they actually do some really good development for like Beast Boy, Raven, and all the stuff. Like they actually do really well for like their characterizations. I love like the timing of like Raven be like, no, and then just goes to slam the door on her.
Yeah, I love where Starfire goes. We could go to your favorite depressing coffee shop I read today. It was open mic night. Oh wow.
So Jared, tell me, what are some trivia from this episode you can tell me?
All right. All Tamaranians look like Starfire with the orange skin, green eyes, and red hair. Although Blackfire seems to look different from the rest of her kind. This is likely a reference to her comic counterpart being born deformed by Tamaranian standards.
Oh.
I wonder if that's going to play in. In the comics, Tamaranians have the ability to fly, but Blackfire could not because of an illness. Also, they were imprisoned together on the Gordanian ship, and they were subject to a number of experiments, which gave them both their bolts and Blackfire's ability to fly. And that's all they gave me, apparently.
Interesting. So what would you rate this episode?
Oh, 10 out of 10. This episode was great.
I give it a 9 out of 10 because I guess I'm just like that.
Because you're just that guy. You're that guy.
I mean, you're god dang right. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Really, really good episode. And so the next episode we got is Final Exam, which by the broadcast order is the first episode, but by the episode order is the third episode. Dear God, these things are confusing me.
So
after
confusing.
this will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna be pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm enjoying this rewatch. What about you, Jared?
I'm digging this one a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hopefully the show won't have a catastrophic third season.
I gotta say, bro, I'm gonna just say this on the air. I am really sorry. I may have enjoyed season 3, but just watching your enthusiasm just drain as they got through season 3, it was bad. Terrible to watch.
The thing is, like, the minute they bring in bloodbending, I was done. I'm like, all right, no.
And just even more happened. Like, sure, there were some bright spots for you, but I'm just glad to see you happy again, my friend.
This is great. Because also, this is more of a world that I have more of an investment in. I love DC.
Oh, and as the season goes on, we'll just get even more invested. So, This has been Nick from the Phoenix Press. Remember, I can only show you the door. You're the one to walk through it. That way, time rules!